Today at the Gallops, and they played it up last night at the harness racing, and 4 favourites successful from the 9-race program. In the first event, the 7 o'clock stakes, and the favourite was Sir Rival at 11 to 8.
Dark Dreamer couldn't go, and now on the outside, Sir Rival running on. Lord Amber tried to get out, and then Key Marty in the straight. Robert Harlan 2 metres in front of Bev Sun. Sir Rival starting to wear them down on the outside, is finishing very hard now. Sir Rival raced up to Robert Harlan. Robert Harlan ahead in front. Sir Rival trying hard. He's dying and he's running. Robert Harlan's hung on to win by a head to Sir Rival. A neck third wide out Key Marty, then Bev Sun.
Yes, Robert Harlan successful in the first at 4s from the 11 to 8 favourite Sir Rival and Key Marty at 16 to 1. The Sporting Globe Stakes was the second, and the popular pick Major Lord at odds on.
Close enough now. And back go the arms, they're off and running, and it's a line of 5 out of the gate. Major Lord began with good speed on the inside. He'll lead Scotch Idol settling down. Napoleon Boy caught wide with Seek and Hanover Star of Broadway. Snowbird quickly went up behind them when they settled down, but Major Lord's in front, the favourite, led by a length and a quarter. Napoleon Boy went up second on the outside there of Scotch Idol. Then out wide, Seek and Hanover went off the fence. Copper Class has got up into a prominent position. On the fence, Snowbird from Scotch Shield. On the inside, Repario, Star of Broadway and Go Scotch. Now here's Seek and Hanover coming around the outside when they head down the back. Major Lord led 2 metres now. Seek and Hanover moved up on the outside. And he's now in the death on the outside of Major Lord. Third on the fence, Scotch Idol. Outside at Napoleon Boy, a length and a half Copper Class. Snowbird the rail. A half length further back than Scotch Shield. On the inside, Repario from Star of Broadway and Go Scotch brought up the rear. Coming around the top circle here, and they race up with 1,150 metres to go. And the leader is Major Lord under a good hold from Karen Dunsford, 2 metres in front. Seek and Hanover in the death on the outside, and Scotch Idol third the rail. Outside at Napoleon Boy, Snowbird 3 back on the inside of Copper Class. 4 back Repario the rail, on the outside of it Scotch Shield, and the last 2 Star of Broadway and Go Scotch back on the inside last of all. The first half in 62.2, so it's under a good grip, this leader. Major Lord out of the straight. They've got the bell, and Major Lord led 1 metre to Seek and Hanover. On the fences, Scotch Idol outside of Napoleon Boy. Snowbird 3 back the rail from Copper Class, and they're in pairs at the moment. Scotch Shield on the outside of Repario and Star of Broadway on the outside of Go Scotch. Running down the back straight now for the final time, 650 metres to go, and the leader still Major Lord. The Major on top, 1 metre in front of Seek and Hanover. Scotch Idol third the rail, outside of Napoleon Boy on a loose rein at the moment. Then Snowbird, followed by Copper Class, who's edging out wide. Then Scotch Shield, Repario, Go Scotch to the rail, and Star of Broadway last of all. 400 to go. Little Karen Dunsford still has a good grip on the Major. He's 1 metre in front of Seek and Hanover. Out 3 deep the outside, Napoleon Boy. Snowbird Gallop went back on top of Repario. Then trying to get out of Scotch Idol. They wheel for home though. And the leader still on the inside. Major Lord straightened 1 metre in front of Seek and Hanover. They got clear of Napoleon Boy. It's Major in front with about 150 metres to go. She hasn't moved. And the Major, I'd say, is going to get the money. Scotch Shield is rattling home late. But it's Major Lord all the way. Major Lord at the judge by 4 metres. Scotch Shield is second. Third 2 metres away is Seek and Hanover. Napoleon Boy from Go Scotch, followed further back by Repario, then Copper Class, Snowbird, Scotch Idol and Star of Broadway, the last one in.
Brian Martin, your commentator at Moonee Valley. Major Lord leading all the way, 10 to 9 on. Scotch Shield 7s and Seek and Hanover 25 to 1 in the second. The 3DB Stakes was the third, and the favourite here, Callaway, at 5 to 2.
Now the arms are about to draw back here for the third, and away they go here and out quickly, Shillady towards the centre. Beginning fast on the inside, Super Rooster. Goulburn Action began quickly when they settled down. And running down to that first turn, Callaway had to ease out of it. Callaway's back third last now with Glen Tucky, and our Captain Snooze out wide is making some ground. Settling down now to the back straight the first time, Shillady led by a length and a quarter. Pretty quick into that first turn, moving up out wide. Green Gyro went around the outside. Over on the inside of it, Super Rooster. They're followed by Goulburn Action, went away from the fence. On the rail is Barclay Star. Out 3 deep is Copper Bray down the back, followed by Lucky Spar, and then on the inside, Glen Tucky. Our Captain Snooze going around them, and Callaway is back to the tail of the field, half length away. On the circle on the first round, they've got 1450 metres to go. The leader, Shillady, 2 metres in front now. Moving up on the outside, Copper Bray into the death. Our Captain Snooze hasn't had a great deal of peace. He's out 3 deep and going up towards the front. On the fence, Super Rooster parked behind the leader, followed on the outside there by Green Gyro. Over on the inside of it came Barclay Star. Goulburn Action got back on the outside of Glen Tucky. A length and a half Lucky Spar, and a length last of all is Callaway, the fave. Running down to the woods is a judge here, and they've run the first half in 60.7. And pulling out is Callaway from the back of the field. They run to the judge now and come for the bell. Shalani 3 metres in front of our Captain Snooze, and here comes Callaway. Callaway from the back of the field when they drop the speed is ranging up out 3 deep. On the fence is Super Rooster behind the leader, locked away on the outside of it. As they go into the final turn is Copper Bray. And down the back, 700 to go. Shalani led about 2 metres 2 on the outside. Captain Snooze has done it hard. Ahead away out 3 deep is Callaway joining in a long way from home. Super Rooster going very well, trying to get out fourth on the rail. Copper Bray outside it. Lucky Spar's gone up 3 deep but under pressure. Then back along the inside is Barclay Star, and they've got away from Goulburn Action, and further back Blintucky and Green Gyro. Callaway is still issuing a challenge at the 400 metre mark to Shalani. Shalani under a good hold, about a metre in front of Callaway, and now Captain Snooze is still there. Super Rooster trying to get out, and Lucky Spar on the outside of Copper Bray when they turn for home. Shalani straightened up a metre in front. Our Captain Snooze is struggling. Callaway still whacking away on the outside, joining in. Super Rooster trying to get out. Callaway has got to Shalani. Super Rooster went to the fence. Copper Bray getting out, and Lucky Spar further out. Callaway took the lead. Copper Bray flashing home out late. It's Callaway just in front of Copper Bray, and Callaway's got the money. A metre on the post to Copper Bray. Third wide out, Lucky Spar, I'd say, just ahead of Glentucky. Super Rooster with nowhere to go behind them, followed for the back. At the head of the others by Goulburn Action. Shalani got very tight near the line, ran out of room, followed by Barclay Star. Amongst the tail end is Green Gyro and our Captain Snooze.
Well, that was a good performance by Callaway. It was never on the track for the last lap, but still too strong. 5-2 in favourite. Copper Bray 25s and Lucky Spar at 30-1. In the first of last night's 2 heats of the Australasian Trotters Championship, the favourite in race 4, Landora's Pride, at 5-4.
And the line is good. They're off and trotting. Landora's Pride took its time to swing into its gate. Let's have a look for Leslie Orman. It's begun quite well. One that did break out early is Minnesota Fats, and so too galloping is Gypsy's Yodel. Jumping straight to the front is John Gilbert when they settle down. Leslie Orman went for a gallop. Leslie Orman galloping, and Chauvinist also out of its gear. And so too Minnesota Fats and Gypsy's Yodel down on that first turn. And when they settle down, and here the New Zealand mare, Landora's Pride, has quickly got 3 lengths in front of the Leslie Orman, which is still up and galloping on that first turn. And down the back straight they race now, and John Gilbert went to the front, trotted out nearly 2 lengths in advance now of Eastern Romance, and 3 lengths then to Clayton Run on the inside of outside it Alfetta, a length and a half further back then Trinket. Over on the inside Honey John, 2 lengths further back Landora's Pride, behind it Down South Clear, a length and a half to Leslie Orman, quickly making up its ground, and they're about 6 lengths in front of Chauvinist. Behind it Gypsy's Yodel, and 8 to 10 lengths further back Minnesota Fats last of all. Wheeling off the circle on the first round, about 2 1/4 laps to go, and trotting beautifully out in front. The leader is John Gilbert by a length and a quarter. Second is Eastern Romance. A length further back in the field on the rail, Clayton Run. On the outside of it, Alfetta. Moving up to be 1-1 there, Trinket. Over on the inside of it, Honey John. Now Lenora's Pride, she's pulled out 3 deep and she's starting to make ground. Leslie Orman's going to get behind her, but she's sprinting very quickly, the New Zealand mare. The black mare trotting up on the outside now, Landora's Pride, to go up and join the leaders. And at the judge with 2 laps to go, and Leslie Orman went with her. Leslie Orman's now caught out 3 deep when he started to ease on the Landora's Pride, although Leslie Orman's going to go around her now, and John Gilbert led going into that turn by 2 metres. Now Leslie Orman went up second, Eastern Romance third, and now Landora's Pride with a nice bit of manoeuvring there has finished up 1-1. Over on the inside, down the back straight, 3 backers, Clayton Run. On the outside of it came Alfetta, and then further back Honey John. Over on the inside of Trinket, and they're out nearly 2 lengths in front of on the outside of them. At the head of the others, Down South Clear, followed over on the rail by Chauvinist, and 4 lengths further back in the field came Gypsy's Yodel and Forget Minnesota Flats. As they go to the top turn with about 1,450 metres to go, the leader John Gilbert 2 metres in front. Leslie Orman second at the leader's wheel. On the fence, Eastern Romance, and now Landora's Pride's landed in a beautiful seat there, 1-1 on the back of on the Orman's Pride. They're followed over along the inside as they come to the top turn. At the head of the others would have been Clayton Run as they sweep into the home straight. On the outside of it, Alfetta coming down the straight from Honey John, Trinket, Chauvinist, and then further back in the field came Down South Clear, and 2 or 3 lengths further back Gypsy's Yodel. At the judge, they've got the bell. The leader, John Gilbert, 2 metres in front. Leslie Ormond on the outside second. Third, Eastern Romance. 1-1, Landora's Pride. Then over along the inside came Clayton Run. They're followed on the outside of it by Alfetta. Further back in the field, then Honey John, followed by Trinket, 1 wide and 4 back. Then came on the outside of them Down South Clear, followed by Chauvinist, and then Gypsy's Yodel. And about 80 metres tailed off in the race is Minnesota Fats. They go down the back. 650 metres to go. John Gilbert 2 metres in front. Leslie Ormond on the outside trying to bridge the gap on the leader. On the fences, Eastern Romance. Landora's Pride is following home on the back of Leslie Ormond, and out 3 deep. Here's Trinket putting in a run. She's coming around the outside, and further back Elfetta followed, locked away on the rail by Clayton Run. The trotters are starting to bunch up with 350 metres to go. John Gilbert 2 metres in front of Leslie Ormond. Here's Landora's Pride joining in on the outside. Off the track is Trinket followed by Eastern Romance, but John Gilbert still the leader, turning for home. 3 metres in front. Landora's Pride is starting to come with a great run on the outside. Landora's Pride moved to John Gilbert. They fight it out from Trinket. She takes the lead now. Landora's Pride, a great effort, and the New Zealand mare sprinting away. Landora's Pride by 5 metres. Second, John Gilbert, 6 metres. Eastern Romance third. Fourth home is Trinket, then further back in the field, Elfetta. Leslie Ormond weakened from the home turn from Honey John, then Chauvin is followed further back on the inside by Clayton Run, then down South Clare, Gypsy's Yodel, just coming in now, Minnesota Fats.
Well, a great run by the little Kiwi mare, Landora's Pride, 5 to 4 in favourite, John Gilbert at 16 to 1, and Eastern Romance third at 15 to 1. That was the first half of the program from Moonee Valley last night. We'll be back to take a look at the last 5 races after this break. From Moonee Valley, race 5 was the Hospital Cup, which is fairly appropriate because our director Annie Dunstan looks as though she should be in hospital this morning. And Morano Magic was the favourite here at 10 to 9.
The gate goes back and they're racing. Power of Karame over on the inside began okay, but Rameses has got great speed. It's going to come right across and lead. Rameses crosses over, leads from Power of Karame, settling down. Away brilliantly, Morano Magic got up third on the outside of Power of Karame on the first turn from Festival Summer. Over on the inside, Haughty Lord from Double Tricks, the Supreme Ruler outside it. Then Magic Madge outside True Burn, and last of all into that first turn is Niquistar. The leader is Rameses down the back, and he drops the speed. It led by 4 or 5 metres now to Morano Magic on the outside of Power of Karame, who's on the fence behind the leader. Festival Summer went up on the outside now of On the Rail, Haughty Lord. Then moving up 1 wide, the Supreme Ruler, Double Tricks the rail, followed by Magic Madge, True Burn the fence, and a length and a half to Niquistar. Reeling to that top turn, they go with about 1350 metres to run, and the leader is Rameses, 3 metres in front. On the outside, Morano Magic second. Over on the fence ahead away, third is Power of Karame, and they're followed by Festival Summer 1-1. Haughty Lord over on the rail, and then the Supreme Ruler is moving up 3 wide, 3 back, 1 wide on the outside of Double Tricks. True Burn on the inside of Magic Madge, and last of all is Niquistar. Into the straight they come for the bell. They've got 1,000 to go, and the leader is Rameses, about 4 or 5 metres. Morano Magic has to do it the tough way on the outside of the leader's wheel, but looks to be going all right. Power of Karame locked away third the rail. Festival Summer on the back of Morano Magic, Haughty Lord the rail, Double Tricks 4 back on the inside of the Supreme Ruler, then True Burn on the outside of it, Magic Madge, and last of all is Niquistar. They're in the final circuit, 750 metres out. The leader still Rameses, 3 metres in front of Morano Magic, ahead third, Power of Karame third, the rail from Festival Summer on the outside of the Haughty Lord, then the Supreme Ruler 1 wide, 3 back, covering up on the fence, Double Tricks from Magic Madge, True Burn the inside, and Niquistar brought up the rear. Down the back, 600 metres to go, and the leader still is Rameses, 3 metres in front. Morano Magic on the outside, getting closer, 2 metres then to Power of Karame with nowhere to go. Festival Summer went up on the outside of it to put it back into a pocket, and the Supreme Ruler pulled out 3 deep from Haughty Lord. Rameses in front, 350 out, 2 metres Morano Magic. He hasn't gone for it yet. Power of Karame with nowhere to go, and the Supreme Ruler running on from Festival Summer. Morano Magic moving up to Rameses when they turn for home. Rameses a metre in front. Morano Magic on the outside, slowly wearing it down from Power of Karame. Rameses still a long neck in front of Morano Magic and Power of Karame. Rameses hanging on though, and Rameses by 2 metres to Morano Magic. 2 metres third is Power of Karame, and they got right away from Festival Summer. Then Niquistar followed for the back by Haughty Lord, Double Tricks. Then the Supreme Ruler dropped out from True Burn, and last of all is Magic Match.
Good courageous performance by Rameses, 5 to 2. Morano Magic every chance the favourite, 10 to 9, and Power of Karame 11 to 4. In the second heat of the Trotters Championship, True Roman the favourite at 5 to 2 on.
Strands are back and they're off and running. True Roman has begun quite safely back there on his own. Beginning quite well here is Shari Thor. It's already making up good ground. Casino Lynch will lead, but Shari Thor's raced up on the outside second. There's a galloper, Game Ebony going for a gallop. Or hampered badly on the outside of Game Ebony. Licence was knocked off stride. Going forward 4J. True Roman has to wheel around out very wide to try and miss a couple of them. Breaking up there, Sadie Gale. is also out of its gear and tailed off. North Sea Rover was badly away when they settled down. And they spread right out as they go down the back. Casino Lynn a length and a half in front. Shari Thor is second, 2 lengths further back. 4J trotted up on the outside of One Gala Supreme, followed further back a length and a quarter off by Mount Arm. 2 or 3 then to True Roman. He's about 20 metres from the lead at the moment. On the inside of him, Admiral Aaron. A half length the outside, Super Spree. They got away about 30 metres in front of Sadie Gale. A similar margin further back to License. A long way back then North Sea Rover. And last of all is Game Ebony, about 200 metres off the lead. Coming around the top turn, they've almost gone a circuit, over 2 laps to go. Casino Lynn, the old 9-year-old mare in front tonight by a length and a half. Shari Thor second, on the outside 4J. Over on the fence there, locked away as One Gala Supreme. On the outside of it, Mount Arm. Now True Roman's gone up to be 1 wide and 3 back, but only about 6 lengths off the lead. Admiral Aaron's over on the inside of it, a length further back in the field, Super Spree. And they're 4 lengths in front of Sadie Gale, making up her ground, about 50 metres further back in the field. Then is License, 2 lengths to North Sea Rover and 8 lengths further back, Game Ebony. The pace is not fast. They've gone by the judge and short of 2 laps to go. And trotting beautifully in the lead is Casino Lynn. She picks them up and puts them down in bowl fashion by 4 metres. 2 on the outside, 4J second at the leader's wheel. Locked away on the inside third is Shari Thor, and then moving up on the outside is Mount Arm. On the fence, locked away there as they go down the back, would have been One Gala Supreme. True Roman's improved around the outside of it, a length and a half further back then Super Spree, covering up Admiral Aaron. 2 lengths further back Sadie Gale, and about 8 lengths then to License, North Sea Rover, and 5 lengths last of all is Game Ebony. They trot to the top circle, 1350 metres to go in heat number 2 of the Trotters Championship, and the leader still down on the inside here is Casino Lynn by 3 metres. 4J second, third on the rail, and locked away at the moment is Shari Thor when they come into the home straight for the bell. Then on the outside of it, Mount Arm. True Roman close enough tonight. Out in that running lane 3 back on the outside now of One Gala Supreme. Here's Sadie Gale pulled around the outside now of Super Spree. Admiral Aaron the rail. 2 lengths further back then in the field came License, North Sea Rover on the outside of it, and 8 lengths last of all is Game Ebony. They've come to the judge with a lap to go in the second round of the championship, the leader Casino Lynn, and they've got the ballot led by 2 metres on the outside 4J. Locked away on the inside Shari Thor, followed by Mount Arm. On the rail locked away as they go down the back, One Gala Supreme. True Roman trotting up on the outside of it. Sadie Gale out 3 deep. Admiral Aaron back along the inside of Super Spree as they bunch up. And then North Sea Rover followed by License and Game Ebony. Down the back 550 out. Old Casino Lynn giving a bold showing in front tonight. 2 metres in front of 4J under pressure on the outside. Mount Arm went up 3 deep, and now True Roman peeling to the outsiders, going home on the back now of Mount Arm. On the fences, Shari Thor, and they got away from Admiral Aaron and One Gala Supreme. They're about to wheel, 300 metres to go. Mount Arm raced up and grabbed Casino Lynn. Here's pulled to the outside. True Roman starting to let go now. They're followed for the back by Shari Thor. True Roman slightly off stride. The leader Mount Arm. True Roman on the outside is starting to wear it down quickly though. He's going home better. Oh, too good for these. A soft wind coming up for True Roman. Trotting right away, unextended by 4 or 5 metres. Mount Arm is second. Admiral Aaron speared through to run third, just in front of Casino Lynn. Shari Thor, 4J close up with North Sea Rover. On the outside, One Gala Supreme. Then further back, Super Spree, Game Ebony, Sadie Gale, and last of all, License.
He's a very impressive square gator, that fellow. True Roman 5-2 on, Mount Arm 14s and Admiral Aaron at 40-1. In the HSV 7 stakes, race 7 on the card, Idle Elmo the popular pick at 7-4.
The HSV 7 stakes, and the gate goes back and they're racing, galloping out Kelly LaBelle, but nothing interfered with from behind. And away quickly here is Acid Test, one of the leaders. Look at the favourite Ida Mac begin brilliantly, racing right up behind them when they settle down, and Hillary Star's over on the rail. Getting out a little wide as they go into that first turn when they settle now is BG Langus. And into the first corner, racing clear as Acid Test. 4 lengths in front now of on the outside. Moving up is Ida Mac, caught outside Hillary Star. 2 lengths to BG Langus, moving around Vintage Blend. A length further back in the field is Idle Elmo. Over on the inside of it came Super Series. He's back to second last as Tantivity, and 2 lengths last of all when they go down the back is having trouble keeping up as Kelly LaBelle after galloping away. On the circle, 1450 out. The leader coming back a little now as he backs the speed off as Acid Test by a length and a half. In second placing now, getting across, is Ida Mac to get a card up second. And the pace fairly keen. They're 2 lengths in front of Hillary Star over along the inside now of BG Langus. Then Idle Elmo, who's 1-1, moving up on the outside of Vintage Blend. Tantivity hanging a little around that turn from Super Series. And 3 lengths last of all, Kelly LaBelle. For the bell they come. A lap to go. The leader on the inside is Acid Test by a length and a half. Ida Mac is second. He's trying to ease away from the rail. He does now. And a slightly tightened BG Langus got checked there when Ida Mac came away from the rail. They've got the bell now. The leader on the inside, Acid Test. 2 or 3 metres in front of Ida Mac, who can go back to the rail again. BG Langus went up third on the outside of Hillary Star. Then further back in the field, pulled out wide here is Idle Elmo. And right off the track, Tantivity from Super Series, Vintage Blend, and 3 lengths, Callie LaBelle. Now Ida Mac has a crack at this leader down the back, Acid Test, a metre in front. But Ida Mac has cruised up on the outside, quickly raced up and joined this leader, a length and a half. BG Langus, Hillary Star under pressure. Pulled to the outside, Idle Elmo is running home well. They've got away from Vintage Blend. Then Tantivity and dropping out Super Series, 350 out. And he's swinging on this favourite on the outside. Ida Mac ahead in front of Acid Test, the rail. Idle Elmo to the outside with BG Langus. They're running on well, and further back Vintage Blend trying to get out, but Ida Mac went for home turning. Peace shot it away, raced 10 metres in front of BG Langus, and down the outside running on is Idle Elmo, but Ida Mac, the rain cold, is sprinting away. And Ida Mac is going to be much too good, an easy win. Ida Mac in the run home is going to win at about 15 metres. BG Langus second, 3 metres third is Idle Elmo. Fourth is Vintage Blend, then a gap in the field to Hillary Star. Then Tantivity, followed by Acid Test, went hard in the lead from Super Series, and tailed off after galloping out is Callie LaBelle.
Ida Mac at 9-4, taking out the 7th event from BG Langus at 9-2, and Idle Elmo, the favourite, at 7-4. The Doctors and Nurses Stakes was race 8. And speaking of that, Sandy Roberts will be along with World of Sport at 11 o'clock. Bradford Hanover, the favourite in race 8 at 11-2 on.
Played for the back in the centre by Stormy Ascot trying to get out, and then Valrose on the rail. On the circle, 300 to go. The leader is Elvis Caramia, the driver sitting against it at the moment. About a metre in front of the Tasmanian Bradford Hanover. Pine Vale Jack is sticking on, and then Mr. Gift getting to the outside. In the straight, Elvis Caramia shot 3 metres in front of Bradford Hanover. Here's Mr. Gift coming home well. So is Pine Vale Jack. They're swamping this leader. Elvis Caramia in front. Mr. Gift winding up on the outside, grabbing the lead, and Mr. Gift on the outside gets up in a photo to win from on the inside Elvis Caramia. Third kicking back is Bradford Hanover.
Good result for the bookies. Mr. Gift 15s, Elvis Caramia 20s, and third was the favourite Bradford Hanover 11-2 on. In the last, the favourite here, Gangels Hanover at 7-4.
Mount Radier's travelling a right if it gets a run at them. They're followed on the outside by R. Vasson. Then came Bullman, followed by pulled out wide our Sally, and back behind the field then Beryl Star about to wheel, 300 out, and he's laying back on the bike on this leader when they straighten up. Ben's return, a metre in front. Gangels Hanover on the outside, and here's our Sally from the clouds. Our Sally's ranged up, grabbed them in a couple of strides, and the race is all over. Oh, an easy win coming up for our Sally. Races away from Gangels Hanover. Mount Radier is getting out late. Will run the place, but our Sally wins easily. 15 metres to Gangels Hanover. A metre third is Mount Rainier.
Well, it started at 20-1 against, but looked like a 20-1 on. Shot the way at 1. Our Sally taking out the final event from Gangels Hanover 7-4 and favourite in Mount Rainier at 8-1. The doubles last night from the Valley, daily double 6 and 4, $7.65. Extra double 1 and 13, $2.55. And the quaddie on the numbers 1, 6, 6 and 4, $33.80. Harness racing last night at Moonee Valley. And that draws to a close this morning's edition of World of Sport Replay. World of Sport coming up with all the news in sport, especially the footy news from yesterday, and stand by for Sandy Roberts. Thanks for joining us this morning. Lots of winners in the week to come. All my gear comes from Opal Southland. Look forward to seeing you next week.
World of Sport Replay was another 7 Sport presentation.